there are different parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, verb,
Adverb,
adjective, adverb,
conjunction,
preposition, conjunction,
interjection.
So, these parts of speech must have an agreement with each other, agreement or harmony. So, in every sentence, then only we can say the sentence is to be grammatical.
Yes, sir.
If we don't have harmony, so it seems to be ungrammatical. For example, she is the subject, she is the pronoun, third person,
Okay.
singular. So if you are talking about an action which is in simple present tense, so she goes to church every day. She goes to church every day.
Every day.
She is the pronoun. And we are talking about simple present tense, a habitual action. So here the verb must also be in singular. She is third person singular, the verb also must be in singular. In singular verbs means they have V1 plus S or V1 plus IS or V1 plus ES form. So that is singular form. So the subject is singular, the verb also must be singular. The subject is plural, the verbs also must be
Plural.
So this is called subject-verb agreement. And Concord is not only subject-verb agreement, sometimes it is an agreement between two sentences. So if this one sentence is in particular tense, the other sentence also must be in a particular tense. For example, when two actions happen in the past, one after another, the earlier of the actions must be expressed in past perfect tense. The later of the actions must be expressed in simple past tense. So you cannot say, I left. See, when I went to the theater, the film had already begun. This is okay. You cannot say the film began when I had gone to theater, because there is no agreement. So you are talking about two actions that happened one after another. The earlier action must be in past perfect tense. So you went to theater, the film began. So which started first? So the film had begun before we reached the theater. So two actions.
Yes.
Beginning of the film beginning, and you reaching the theater. The film had begun before we reached there. The train had left
We reach.
when we reached the railway station.
Yeah. Yes.
The train had already left
Left.
when we reached. But you should not say the train left when we had reached the station. So they do not have agreement. Concord. And also sometimes the subject, noun, adjective, the higher you go, the cooler it comes. But you cannot say the higher you go, the coolest it. So degrees of comparison, adjective. So the more you talk, the less I understand. The more you talk, the less I understand. So both are in comparative degree. So one shouldn't be in comparative degree, one in positive degree or superlative degree. So they should agree with each other, right? Whether it is a tense or an adjective or adverb. Okay, so this is called concord. So today we are discussing subject-verb agreement. If the subjects are plural, verbs must be plural. If the subjects are singular, the subject is in singular, the verb also must be
In
singular.
singular.
Okay. And then the first one is there are certain subjects which appear to be in plural, but in fact they are always in singular. So if you look at the name, it seems to be plural. For example, sports, politics, mathematics, economics. So you think that this is a plural statistics, for example.
Yes, sir.
So the subjects seem to be in plural, but in fact they should be treated as a singular noun. Then economics is an interesting subject. Mathematics is a difficult subject. Politics is not my cup of coffee, my cup of tea. Politics is not my cup of tea. See, so this is how I will talk about subject. So there are certain names of the subjects which seem to be plural, but they are singular in nature. They always take a singular verb. So mathematics is a difficult subject. Economics is an interesting subject. Politics is not my cup of tea. So politics is not my cup of tea means I am not interested in politics. So this is one. And another one is names of games. Caroms, billiards. Billiards is my favorite sports. Caroms is my favorite game. Caroms. So it looks like a plural noun, but it is a singular. And there are certain names of diseases like mumps, measles, rickets. So these are the names of diseases which appear to be plural, but they are in fact singular. So measles is a contagious disease. Rickets is a curable disease, like that. And there is another one which is news. But when it comes to Telugu, we consider news like singular, as a plural. Vartalu. So what are we Vartalu vintunnaru. So, but when it comes to English, news is always singular. The news is interesting. The news is old. The news is not published. News is always singular. So here you have to understand. So these words always look like plurals, but they are always singular. They take singular verbs. And opposite to this, there are certain nouns which always look like plural. So which always look like singular, but they are plural. So for example, information.
Hospital. Sir, put in pause.
How many students have come? Oh, sit down. Sit, what is your name?
These students, sir.
Okay. Sit. Take it. Which are always plural. And, no, next one. Which appear to be in plural and they have no singular form. In the first example, what did I say? There are certain nouns which look like plural, but they are always singular. But here there are certain nouns which don't have singular at all, which don't have singular form. For example, surroundings. So the very one common mistake we do is pant. This pant is loose or pant is tight. But that is wrong. There is no such word as pant in English. Pants is always plural. But it is a single entity. So it cannot be separated. But it is considered plural. The pants are tight. The pants are loose. The pantaloons. The full form is pantaloons. And like shorts, trousers, shorts, pants. These are always plural. Though it is a single item, so it cannot be separated, but it is considered plural. It has no singular form. Remember, there are certain nouns which don't have singular forms. surroundings. You should keep the surroundings clean, but not surrounding.
Yeah.
So I live in the quarters. Have you been allotted quarters? Official quarters.